On Wednesday, January 15th, I visited Scripps Middle School to see how rehearsals were coming along on the upcoming student production of Annie. Auditions took place in November, and now the cast is fine-tuning the musical numbers before the curtain goes up at the end of January. Director Elizabeth Riemann cast two different actresses to play the title role of Annie.
Sunshine down to turn my skies to blue. I don't need anything but you.
Well, we really wanted to get started right off the bat, so I shoved every dance number and vocal number at them before we left for winter break, so that when we came back we could just review. So now we're actually running the show 2 weeks before we're actually going to do the show, so the kids are going to feel really comfortable with it.
How did you determine who's going to be in what role?
Oh my goodness, these kids made it hard. They really made it hard. They came to audition. I did not go in with the idea of double casting Annie, but as soon as I saw those two girls belt their hearts out on Tomorrow, I said, well, it's got to be both of them. So they made it really tricky, but everyone fell into their perfect place, and I think they do a really good job displaying their best talents.
Annie is the second musical production to come out of Scripps Middle School following last year's production of Seussical. 32 cast and crew members worked on that production. This year, more than 50 students are responsible for making Annie come to life, forcing the production to eventually move over to Lake Orion High School, which seats 800 audience members. Based on the 1924 comic strip, Annie tells the story of an orphan searching for her birth parents during the Great Depression. The Tony Award-winning Broadway production opened in 1977 and was made into a film in 1982. What was your reaction when you auditioned for Annie and realized you got the lead role?
I was really excited. I immediately ran downstairs to my family and hugged them because my mom helped me through a lot of it.
What was your reaction when you found out there's going to be two Annies?
I thought it was a very smart idea on the half of the director, Mrs. Riemann, because last year one of the leads got sick. So I thought it was a very smart thing to do.
When I first auditioned, I came in only somewhat confident. My sister gave me some great advice, and overall, it was kind of nerve-wracking, but I got here, so.
Are you familiar with the play, the musical, before auditioning?
Yes, my mom talks about it all the time. Her favorite song is Maybe.
Talk about Annie, and what are you bringing to the role? Are you going to try to do what you've already seen, or are you going to put your own spin on it?
I'm definitely the type to put my own spin on things, especially when it comes to dancing. And with singing, I like to put my own notes in. I'm definitely more of a person that stylizes things, and overall, I'm just that type of person.
Yeah, right before I auditioned, I watched the full movie just so I could see what my character was like.
Now, if I remember correctly, in the movie, was it Carol Burnett who played Miss
Yeah.
Hannigan? What do you take from that, and what do you want to make your own?
I definitely take a lot of her expressions and all of her emotions. I thought she portrayed it very well when she was acting, and I think some stuff I want to make my own is how she sings and how she walks and stuff. I would say it's definitely one of my more commanding roles than my other ones, but I don't think it's necessarily harder, but I do think I have to work a little more to understand my character and her situation.
Well, the songs are really fun. We learn the choreography, and that's really fun. I really like the rehearsals and stuff because you learn a lot about acting and being in a show, but you also get to be with your friends, so it's really fun.
The curtain goes up on Annie on Thursday, January 30th at 6 p.m. at the high school, with an encore performance taking place on Friday, January 31st at 6 p.m. What would you say to someone who sees this? Why should they come see you?
I think that it shows how we all have a bond, and it shows how we all are truly connected in a way, because you will make friends just through the show, if that makes sense. So there's a connection, and I think it's really nice to see that get into play.
It's pretty exciting. I think, the characters are very, exciting. I think that they have a lot of jazz to them, is how I'd put it. And I think it's just a good story, very well-known one, so I think it'll be pretty good.
We've worked really hard on this show, and it's a really great production, and I think everyone's going to love it.
I think our specific production of Annie is a really great way to see like how well kids can like lock in and like participate in something that they put their mind to, and I think it's really impressive to see how hard we worked for like our production to be this good.
I would personally say that they should come see Annie because it's just a wonderful experience. It makes you see through an eyes of like the people from all the way back then, and it shows that there's still some hope in everything.
Because you get to see me, and overall it's just a great story. It's an original, everybody loves it, and I think what we're doing here is, even though it's an original and it's been done a lot of times, we're bringing something new to the table. So if you're curious, come and see.
Tickets will go on sale an hour before showtime, or you can purchase tickets at Scripps Middle School or from cast and crew. Only cash will be accepted. From Scripps Middle School, this is Joe Johnson reporting for ONTV News.